This is Served with me, Andy Roddick. Please hit subscribe. We drop new episodes every week.
Raducanu, we were talking about this a little bit off air. Raducanu ran up into the finals, had accepted a wild card into Nottingham like a round earlier in the quarterfinals, and then she proceeded to withdraw from Nottingham, citing schedule. Some people on the internets are upset by this, that we should change this rule, that you can't just bow out of something for changing a schedule after taking up a wild card spot. But I think what stuck out to us is that after that final, one of her quotes was that I haven't really played much this season, but to think that I've made 2 finals so far, which I haven't done so in years, it has to be kind of, in a way, celebrated. It's a good achievement for me, and I'm proud of it. So my question isn't so much about accepting wild card and dumping it. The question is shouldn't she be playing?
Okay, so I need 2 parts of this. One is going to defend Emma, and the other one is going to be, it's like I'm going to have an opinion about it, right? Asking for a wild card before a quarterfinal match on the assumption that you might lose that quarterfinal match, and then you have 4 days in between or 5 days in between, is a completely rational thing to do. As the circumstances change, are the people who say, are you suggesting that Emma should not do whatever she thinks is best for her Wimbledon preparation? I think I'm going to end up disagreeing with it, but it doesn't change the fact that she should go do something that her team doesn't think is beneficial for Wimbledon prep. Or she should go play in Nottingham and not give, a great effort, or be not motivated, or who's winning with that scenario? Mm-hmm. And then still have to answer the criticisms. Well, then why'd you take the wild card? There's 70% that would bang the other side or criticize either way, right? It is a completely different scenario wanting to play Nottingham on a Wednesday of Queens as an insurance policy for preparation. Completely understand that, right? Now, there could be questions on why wouldn't you just enter it anyways and then withdraw, whatever those conversations might be. But pretending like it's the same conversation before round of 16 or quarterfinal match as it is after you've made final and played well is idiotic. Mm-hmm. And I understand people in Nottingham are disappointed, but this is sports. Like, we act like there should be a script for sports. There's not a script for sports. You make the best decision that you can at that time, and everything might change within 3 days based on wins or losses. Am I wrong on this, JW?
Oh, get it while you can, and we've seen enough. We'll get to Vicky and Boko, but we were talking about Haley Baptiste, and you never know when the fates are going to frown on you. Get it while you can. I think the other thing here is that there were weather issues, so maybe she was going to have to play twice in one day, which compounds scheduling. I mean, I am very partial to players in these situations, and we can have our discussion about the fairness of wild cards, and we can talk about, she's not taking someone else's spot per se. Someone else is going to eventually get that spot, whether she plays or not. I am very partial to players when it comes to scheduling decisions and getting what you can while you can, because you never know when it's going to bite you in the ass.
It's just not a realistic conversation to say you should go against what you think is best for yourself going into Wimbledon as the number 1 player in your country in your home Grand Slam to go to Nottingham. And I love Nottingham. I play there. And it's not Wimbledon. Like, what are we doing here? The other thing is, like, at some point, and I don't know, I'm going to say this, I'm not in the room. I don't know what I don't know. I know what the last 5 years have looked like. One, getting back together with the coach that she was with when she won the U.S. Open, and then fired after the U.S. Open, and then making it in the finals of Queens kind of straight away. The what if game's tough on that one, right? So we'll leave that for another day. Also, the one time we've seen Emma Raducanu play every day for 3 weeks in her professional life, play most days for 3 weeks, she produced a level that won a Grand Slam. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, weather, all of that, those are all considerations. Twice in one day, after those stink. So this isn't as specific to like Queens versus Nottingham, but I promise you, I know the value of winning and winning and winning and winning going into a slam. I played the heaviest schedule of my life, 03, won 12 matches in 13 days to win Master Series titles, and then played the US Open. I will sacrifice something a little wrong with your body, exhaustion, for confidence that you can win these big events. At some point, she is going to have to play a lot of tennis, right? Not just 1 week, but like if I'm her coach and she's healthy, I don't know. Let's go keep it going in Nottingham. If you make another semi or final, are you all of a sudden one of the 10 favorites to win Wimbledon? Sure. It's anyone's game once you go. And I mean, she played well there last year. She was on the way, but she's like, I haven't played much this year. And I'm going, you haven't played much any year. Like you've never played much, right? Like we gotta get to the play-in at some point. And the reason you can feel like I'm passionate about this is because she's so good. I mean, she looked great this week. JW, am I being unfair?
No, and I think that also people forget. I mean, she's won one title in her career, and we all know what that was. But remember, earlier that summer, she got to the middle weekend of Wimbledon. Yep. I mean, she can play on this surface.
She's
I mean, there's obviously the whole UK thing. I mean, I was also thinking that take Novak out of the equation, take Carlos, take Sinner. For the normies, right? For players, say, outside the top five, one thing we heard again and again and again was match play really helps. And Zach Svajda comes over early and tries to qualify in Geneva, and that match got him going, even though he lost because it was. And Smolenska had the qualifying run, but she'd even played the week before in like Parma, Italy. For so many players, getting matches is really important. And these stops and these starts, and I realize they're physical issues that fans aren't going to appreciate, but so often you hear players say that all of these matches accumulating, that's what helped me in a major. And the stops and the starts and the erratic scheduling and the mid-tournament withdrawals, and I don't want to qualify. I mean, just go back and look at the last 5 years of her scheduling. And I think she's great. I think she's a great player. I think she handles herself well. I don't understand the hate she gets online.
No, I don't understand it at all.
Team Raducanu, the one thing I would say is I don't always think she's made the best scheduling decisions to optimize her tennis.
Yeah, I mean, the two things you can question, like we hear, and I know this year there have been legitimate issues that we don't need to go further on, but at some point you just got to play a heavy schedule. You have to. Now, whether that's preparation and change it, but we're going on 5 years now.
I mean, last year she played 50 matches.
That's a lot. What?
Last year she played 50 matches. The previous year, 36. 2023, 10. 2022, 36. 2021, 18. And she won the US Open.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking your top years, though, like you taking 90 matches. I mean, plus. I mean, you just got to play. You got to play a ton of matches. You have to. And once you find form, you press the gas sometimes. Right? Unless you're worried about your body. I mean, she's not 39, like Novak. You gotta get, and I say this because I'm such a fan of her game. Like, I think she's so well-rounded. This isn't me saying I think she should go to Nottingham because I don't know they said there's weather and there's whatever else. At some point when she's playing well, like we haven't heard those stories in the Raducanu camp where it's like, oh, I know that I needed to go play on clay for 6 weeks for the impact. That doesn't seem like it's in the decision making. Hopefully, with the coach back, we kind of get back to what's been working, and hopefully that just means we get to see more of her because this week was so much fun to watch.